Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to Ravenport Farm with the Gazbeard in Farming Simulator 19 and the night shift. Remember at the end of the last episode I said I was going to go and do some contracts and make some money, and yeah, we've been working all through the night. It's now 1 AM. We've made a reasonable amount of money. Our money has jumped up from 21,000 to 134, approaching 135,000. So that's what, about 114,000 we've made so far. And we've also been able to buy this, which is a 10.8 meter cultivator, which beats the heck out of that 3 meter, I can tell you. So we've done some harvesting, we've done a lot of cultivating, we've done some transport missions, and we've still got a lot of missions on the board that we need to get on with. Now, one of the things that has cropped up, the pun, one of the things, sorry, that was not intended, and I'm now laughing at myself because of it. One of the things that has cropped up, I can't say that with a straight face now, is weeds. We have got an awesome crop of weeds has spread across the map, and there's a load of contracts for that have popped up on the board, spraying the various fields with herbicide. I mean, you can see all of the flowers and dark leaves in that next field to us. That's an example of what it's like. And if we just check on the map, on the main map, oh yeah, come on, save it, right, and we have a look at soil composition, you can see that even our own fields are covered with weeds. This little one down here, 3 out of this strip of 4 are covered with weeds. These 3 big fields here are covered. We're working down here in field 13 at the moment. Field 3 up here. Now 4, 5, 10, 11 and 8 won't be, because we harvested or cultivated those and they've not been replanted yet. Yeah, we did all these big fields. That's why we've been working through the night, leaving the little ones for daylight. So we need to get ourselves a sprayer and get out and get the various fields sprayed. But problem is, we don't just need a sprayer, we need a spray tender, because we can't be running backwards and forwards to the farm every 5 minutes to refill the sprayer. So to refill the sprayer, we're going to need a tanker of some sort. And I checked through the shop's catalogue, and we don't have any tankers available at the moment that can carry herbicide. So we're going to have to persuade the shop to carry some extra ones. So while we're doing the night shift here, I'm just going to pop out of game, and I'm going to install some extra tankers from the mod hub so that we can carry herbicide around the fields, as well as have whatever's in the sprayer, because like I say, we don't want to be running backwards and forwards to the farm. And it's quite nice out here at night. Quite a light sky for night time, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, right, didn't take long, did it? So I've added a few things to the PDA. Let's have a look at them. We're needing a sprayer. Now, traditional wisdom is that when you're starting your farm, you go for one of these sprayers here. These are the 4 sprayers or the 4 pieces of spray equipment that are default in game, alongside this one. So these 2 here are backpacks that go on the back of your tractor, and this one reaches out to 24 meters, holds 2200 liters. This one is 21 meters and holds 1300. But there's also this that can go on the front for the deltas that holds a further 1500. So That makes the Deltas 2800 litres, makes this one 2200, but this one's got a wider reach by 3 metres. Or you can use one of the trailers, such as this, 4,380 litres, 36 metre spread. This one's also a 36 metre spread, but holds 6,000 litres. But look at the prices. Remember, we've only got 134,000 available to us. We don't have a bank loan, which is a good thing. Right, so this is a module that can fit on the D754 truck. Holds 4,000 litres. There's liquid fertilizer or herbicide. No spray width is stated for it. Now, we've checked and tested this, and it feels like it's a 24 meter spray when it unfolds and puts its arms out. It might actually even be a little bit more, maybe 28 meters. So it's not bad. Now, there's no speed limit listed for it. Notice with this one it says 7 mile per hour, 7 mile per hour, 7 mile per hour, 7 mile per hour. This one also runs a bit faster than that, and I can't remember the exact speed, but something is niggling at me to say that it's about 12 mile per hour. So at these big fields it can get round it quicker. The problem with that is that we have to buy the truck to put on it. And the D754, which is the only truck that it will fit, is 90,000, which is expensive. Now, we could lease the truck and the sprayer just for this one session, get us the contract money in. However, go back and look at this again. This has only got a 4,000 litre capacity, so it would need to have some sort of tender. Perhaps one of these, which can hold fertilizer and herbicide, can hold 10,500 litres. And we would need one of these, I guess, if it was a bit more flexible. That's a 15,000 pound trailer that holds 10,500. There is something else that I could use, and I think it's here in animals. Just scroll over and have a look. That one there is 25,000, but that's milk and water only. Here's a Bailey Bowser. Bailey Bowser holds 18,000 litres. And it can hold milk, can hold water, fuel, hold slurry, can hold got the designation, that additive that you add to diesel. It can hold fertilizer and it can hold herbicide. So it's a much more flexible trailer. It's the cheapest of the three trailers at this sort of size. It's also the highest capacity. And I think that's the one that we would go for. See, there's more of those little 10.5s. Various capacities, milk or water. This one goes on an IT trailer, which is a very specialist trailer. This one's only milk though. We'll ignore that for now. I'm thinking right now Bailey Bowser is going to be our best bet for refilling the sprayer. And we can tow that with one of our tractors. It's cheap enough that we can buy it and keep it. Right, so that's the tank trailer sorted out. Let's just jump back. We need a sprayer. We still need a sprayer, and it's going to have to be a choice from out of here. Now, these are all very expensive. Don't think we'll use the D754. I mean, we could lease one this time round. But we're going to need a sprayer again and again, and my way of thinking is that if we lease it, it's just money thrown down the drain. I do prefer the backpack sprayers. So 2,800 litres combined, that's 2,200. But if we're taking that Bailey trailer out with us, the fact that this has got the wider spray is going to give us an edge. We're only, realistically, the sprayer itself, we're only going to be using it for herbicide. We won't be using it for fertilizer, because we'll be using the other spreaders for that. So even though this is an extra 5,000, which we can ill afford really right now, I think this is going to have to be the one that we get. So let's have a look. There's no options on it, it's in those colours. Primarily going to be herbicide, so I don't mind the red on it. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so we've bought that. It does need a 1,500, a 1.5 ton weight on the other end of the tractor. However, we might be able to get away with just the 1.1 ton that we already own. So we'll give it a go and we'll test that out. Now, the other thing that we need is that Bailey trailer, which was under animals, because we need that to carry around the herbicide to top up the sprayers. So if we get that, now we're going to be using this for multiple things, and I normally don't have green equipment on my farms, so I'm going to change that to red. I'm going to change that. That's not right. That's too dark. I'm trying to put the case colors on it, and that's too dark as well. Looks like we're going to have to go with that metal color. As near as I can get it to the case colors. Can't change the color of the tank itself or the box on the side. Wheel brand, I'm going to change to Trelleborgs. I like Trelleborgs on all my farm equipment, and I don't think those are actually Trelleborgs. I think those are actually Mitas. Even though it says Trelleborg on the side, the tread looks more like Mitas. Okay. Wheel setup is standard, and buy that. Total price 13,250 with those options. Takes us back down to 86,000, but we are going to pick up a lot of money doing these spraying contracts. And the first thing we're going to do is spray our own fields. So back. I forgot to check. Just have a look at the back of this. I don't know. There is no tow hitch on the back of that. And what about the sprayer? Where's it gone? Don't think there's a tow hitch on the back of that. No. I don't think we can pass the Bailey trailer's arm underneath it, so we're going to have 2 runs down to the garage. So while this tractor is getting on, and this is the 7250 I believe, yes it is. So while this tractor is getting on with this cultivating contract, and there's another couple of cultivating contracts for it to do when it's finished this one, let's go get the other tractor and the sprayer and that tanker. Now the other tractor should be in there. There it is. Has it got the weight on? No, the weight is on the little International. So bear with me a second. Swap tractors. Now, oh, that was the wrong way. One of the things that we can do as well is that little 3 meter cultivator. We can sell that now that we've got that bigger one, that 10.8 meter cultivator, and that'll just return a little bit of cash into the bank. We don't want to hook it up. Is it just forward enough to not hook it up? Round. So let's just get that sold. This cultivator here. So we're going to garage, find that little cultivator. Is it that one? Yes, it's that one. I'm going to get 5,000 back for it. That's good. Yeah, it's gone. So jump in the 7210. And zoom down into town. Pick up the backpack with this one, then we can bring it back, fill it, put it in the field with a helper, get it spraying our own fields, which won't take long at all, while we use the small international and go down and pick up the Bailey trailer. Now, I keep calling it the small international. It's fully kitted out. It's fully upgraded, so it's got 150 horsepowers, which is the same as this tractor that I'm sitting in. This is a heavier tractor, better balanced for having things sitting on the back 3-point without lifting its nose off the ground and losing traction for steering. And it was one of the delivery points we had earlier this morning. Say earlier this morning, it's only 1:20 in the morning in game, but earlier this morning in game it was one of our delivery points. 6 pallets from the concrete works, or the concrete factory. There's the Bailey trailer there, and sprayer next to it. Of course, there's nothing in it at the moment. Actually, let's just jump out a moment. No, we can't get it. That is lifted as high as it'll go. Good grief. Yeah, we can't get it the tow bar underneath there. Once we can afford the money, we'll upgrade this one as well, but it's about 45,000, 50,000 to do the highest level upgrade to this. So it's not money that we want to be spending right now. We've got one tractor upgraded to full, giving us a 260 plus horsepower tractor, which is more than adequate for what we're using. Ooh. Keep forgetting that bend. If we need anything more powerful than that, then it'll be for a contract, and we can borrow the equipment from the landowner, pay him a lease fee for using it. The lease is subsidised anyway when we do it that way. So, problem. one of the contracts we did this morning was one of the big cotton fields which were delivered to Cozy Wool, cotton bales there. That was a fun contract. Luckily it gave us two harvesters, so set them away from opposite ends of the field. It nicely reduced the time that the contract took. In. And I think the herbicide's on this one. Ooh. This one's the herbicide. Just match and start filling it. See the gauge on the right hand side climbing up to full. There we go, 2200 litres of herbicide. Start at the shed. Just gonna have to go on. Use the drone while I check the spread on the sprayer. I think we're too close to the edge of the field. Yeah, way too close. We're going to waste herbicide. We start spraying there. Let's cross a bit. And this Hardy, the spray arms are very, very low. On the Kern, spray arms are much higher. Now, maybe the arms will lift. Just going to help her to jump into the tractor. No, he's leaving the arms low. Oh, that's okay. Right, so we just jump across to the small international. Go. Lights on. Let's go down and get that Bailey trailer. Very different engine sound on this one. Love it. This is the engine sound of tractors from my youth. That sort of aero engine type sound. Let's wash this, it's looking a bit grubby. Now what I'll do is I'll wait on filling the Bailey trailer until we've finished doing our fields and see how much our 3 small fields use from the backpack. Then I'll know roughly how much to put into the Bailey trailer for keeping the backpack full when we're doing the bigger fields under contract. Why didn't my reversing lights come on? I'll just time lapse this back to the farm. Yeah. And way back, got a message that the helper there had finished that field, so we'll form an orderly queue here. The tractor and the bailey there. Let's just very quickly check on the PDA map, make sure all the weeds have gone. Yeah, no weeds there. The field is, well, there's a little strip across the top. There's the field, 26, the extended field. If I show weeds, it only shows the original field, so that means that all the weeds in the rest of that field have gone. So that's good. Jump in here. It's barely scratched the content of the herbicide backpack, so we can't do that. Not enough space to do that there. Now, even though we're a little short of money, it's actually going to be a lot quicker if I get a worker to do this. Once I get it lined up anyway. Get it as square to the edge of the field as possible. So set a worker away with that. Just follow them through the field. Like I said, we'll get our 3 fields done and then we'll jump on the contracts. So I'm going to time lapse through this one and the next field, and then we'll have a look at the contracts that we're going to pick up. Well, there's a thing now. Just bought this equipment because there was a load of spraying contracts on the board, and now when I go back to the board, they've all gone. There are no spraying contracts left. It's a little bit upsetting. Loads of cultivating contracts which I've accepted. Transporting contracts are back on the board. They're easy enough to do. A couple of harvesting contracts. That one is for cotton. 14, I think, is a smallish field. Field 3, oat. I can't remember what size it is. I have a feeling it's a reasonable size. Field 15 is smallish, 23 is very small, so that one's canola, that one's barley. The baling contract there, I don't want to use those mowers. That's turning it into hay before baling it, which we can do as an all-in-one. There's a special little gadget that I can buy. We could rent the mowers that we had before that swaths them direct from the cut, and then run the hay bab behind the tractor to tether the swath, which would then allow me to pick it up with the baler immediately after I'd gone right round the field. Depends on the size of the field though as to whether it's worth it or not. Field 20. That's a very small field. It is worth. Field 1 baling is silage. Field 1 is up here. It's not too big. See, these fields have all still got weeds on them. Why have the contracts for them disappeared? Very interesting. Because the contracts I accepted were cultivating, not spraying. Sowing contract, 16,000. Sugar beet. Definitely borrow that equipment to do that one. And 9 baling silage bales. 5 sowing with barley. Some good sowing ones coming up. There's a potatoes one. That would take forever. Field 4 is pretty big. It's one of the ones that I harvested earlier. So I think we'll get our spraying done. That should be it all done. Let me just check again on the map. It's not done according to this. That last strip there is not done. That's because of the trees, I bet you. So what I shall do, I shall clear that last section myself. That menu, we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to have to end the episode here because it's been dragging on again. What I will do is, apart from finishing off this field, I will not start anything anew until the next episode, and you can see me recover from this mess of contracts. And get back on with making money, working straight through the night tonight, because as you can see our own fields have sprouted. Won't be, well, it might be tomorrow rather than today in game that they become harvest ready, or it might be 2 days time. I'm not sure. They won't be harvest ready today, that's a certainty. It might be tomorrow, it might be the day after in game that they're ready. Then again, it depends on the crops. Some crops take longer than others. So we shall see. See that the grass that we cut is sprouting up like crazy. Last check on the map for this field, it's clear. There's just a tiny little bit underneath where we're sitting. I'll just do a quick little spray through there to clear that. That's it. And it's just that little bit across the top of those 2 fields and across the bottom of that one. So I'll go and do that. And while I'm organising that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, tell me down below in the comments what it is you do and don't like about it, and I shall try and keep improving them. I'm going to be moving at a slightly faster pace going here on in, well, as fast as Farm Sim will allow us to go. decided I'm going to keep this series going. We're going to see how much of the map we can take control of within a reasonable length of time. So while you've been getting a few episodes a week up until this point, probably keep that going until we've got about a dozen episodes uploaded, and then we'll drop it back to one a week as I make space in the schedule for farms on other maps, and we bring those in as well. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm Gazbeard. This is Ravenport, one of the default maps that come with the game when you buy the game. It's a map that a lot of people ignore, but it is actually a very, very attractive map. And it's a very nice map to play. It's got a variety of terrain. But I'm waffling again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.